best, so let's go.
Cheers and welcome everyone to Texas on Tap with Miss Helen, and hello to producer Kyle. Whoa, what happened to my voice right there?
Oh,
It was
yeah,
crazy.
I'm worried this one's gonna be rough. Sorry for the delay, everyone. We recorded this thing last night, and we actually didn't record it. That's the first time.
We
And
had so much fun.
yeah, so we're gonna try it again, and we didn't want to do it right away because we didn't want to force it. So we took a couple hours, and now we're gonna jump back into it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Step back and breathe. That's all you have to do.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into mine. First
Cool.
one I want to talk about is a group. The name of the band is 12 Mile, and they have a radio single out. It's called The Bottle. And just to kind of give you geographically in Texas where they are based out of San Angelo. And man, this song, I did go down the kind of rabbit hole with this band, and I'm really liking them. I like what I hear from them. This is their radio release, The Bottle, as I said, but basically it kind of starts out, I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's I guess one thing as I was listening to the song with the way the instruments come in with the lyrics, it reminds me of that one scene in Tombstone where they're like in that theater
Yeah.
watching her. Yeah, it just kind of, I don't know,
So
it just sent
Western.
me there. It just sent me there.
Hmm.
But basically it starts out with Daddy's the devil and he has dirt cheap flask of rum. but it's like, but it's one of those that you just have to follow along with the song. Liquor gets stronger and the bottle deeper every time, of course. But so as I was digging down the music rabbit hole with 12 Mile, I have a story to tell about their band. This is kind of interesting. So Bo, okay, follow me on this story. Bo is the lead singer, and Charles is the lead guitar player. And so Bo was stocking dog food at Walmart, and he was singing his favorite George Strait song. In comes Charles, lead guitarist now, invited him to a jam session, and there you have it. That's how
That
the
is
band kind of got
crazy.
together. I love stories like that. I mean, we
Yeah.
hear those kind of stories a lot, but I think that one
That
maybe
tops it
tops
for well, it's like you were saying yesterday when we tried this the first time, like Kinfo, we've heard that story, a bunch
yes.
of other bands who have met through Craigslist, but like I don't think I've ever heard of a band successfully forming just from like a one-off in-person interaction. That's like
No, I love it.
awesome.
So I'm gonna start following them and see what's up. So
Yeah.
next radio release coming to programmers next week. Ty Smith, who is now 15 years old. He has a new single to going out to radio. It's called Wonderland. This is actually one of the first songs that he wrote, and he kind of went back and revisited it, and then went back into the studio and he re-recorded it, and it's just got a really strong start. But y'all, this is another story time. I mean,
Mm.
it's like it talks about the little girl being 8 years old, and mama left daddy for a bad tattoo, sorry attitude guy. I mean, there's just so much that goes on in this story, and
Mm.
mama traded daddy for that other man. And anyway, so you kind of go through and it just, I had to listen to it over and over, but I want you to listen to it. I'm not going to tell you how it ends. Okay. I'm gonna leave that. Okay. So yeah,
It's
Ty Smith,
just
Wonderland.
you got to point out that he's 15 now. That's one of the first songs he's written. I can hardly
Mhm.
comprehend a story that complex. How is a 13, 12-year-old writing a song that complex? That is
Oh,
outstanding.
so yeah. So anyway, yeah, he's something else. He is a little phenom. But yeah, that's this song. I mean, it's just like it just pulled me in, and he's so talented. So Ty
Yeah.
Smith, Wonderland. And one thing too, it's like I was waiting for the Wonderland part. It's like
Mhm.
Wonderland. And I don't know, because I was just so intrigued with the lyrics and the storyline going on and the
Yeah.
girl
I
that
liked
grew
how he
up.
included that for sure.
Okay, so now we're going to open the tap room door for a brand new radio release from Case Hardin. It's called Been There. So there it is. Case Hardin been there. He's had five straight number ones. And like we talked about, this one a little bit different. Trent Willman, I do want to mention, was one of the co-writers on this. But I like the catchy lyrics, and it's like been there. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
you called AAA. You're working late. You missed a date, but you don't know. I've been there, but I've been there and saw you and your boyfriend at the motel.
Yeah.
It's like what a twist on
Busted.
that one.
Yeah, it's real
Yeah.
goofy and quirky. I like it. It's a big change of pace for Case, but it's cool. It's like new
Mhm.
recording sound kind of. I think they must have changed up producers or studios or something.
It
It's
did have
just
a
kind of
different
fresh.
sound, very different Case Hardin sound.
Yeah.
So there's the radio stuff for this week.
All right, jumping into streaming. I'm going to keep the tap room doors open. And Mr. Wade Bowen just dropped a new one to streaming today. Let's check it out. It's called Lovin' Not Leavin'. Epic beginning from this song, and then epic
Yes.
all the way to the end. And we'll get there. But man, it's kind of the way it starts off. It's like setting it up. It's almost like, hey, something outstanding is about to happen. You know, it's just like kind of eerie and spacey. I like how quickly he involved the title of the song and just kind of at the end of that, like, very first phrase, I believe. And then it's just like this steady ramp up dynamic build throughout the whole song. Then it ends where you think it should end. And then it pauses for a little bit.
Yes.
And then, like you
Yes.
said yesterday, it's just like
Yeah.
boom.
So it was like, so I'm listening, previewing the song, and I'm looking at the wave file, and I saw what was fixing to happen. And I was like, oh, here it comes. Here it
Yeah.
comes. And there it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It takes me back to some of his tracks on Lost Hotel, which is I probably one of my all-time favorite albums ever. And like the songs on there, I still revisit them. And it's just memories, and like they're just, songs of life. But anyway, yeah, love it from Wade Bowen. Awesome
Yep.
stuff.
Absolutely. And then moving on, Clayton Mullen's got another new one out today, and he's a
Yeah.
grown man. He's out exploring the world, playing awesome shows, supporting all the big names, and it seems like he's having a blast out there. But he's got a new one out to streaming today called "Stirring Memories." I love when a song starts out real spacey and wide, kind of like the Wade song. But this one, actually, if you're listening with headphones, for the audio nerds out there, it's like the stereo image is crazy. It's like different stuff's going on both ears, or left and right speakers in the car. But thought that was really cool. And then this is kind of like a drive-in song. It's got a nice, like, pulsing forward motion vibe. Really cool chorus. Then he kind of ties it up with "I'm stirring memories." Just kind of like wraps it up
Stirring.
nice.
I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a cool little play on words, and yeah, I like it. Super solid song. Clayton doesn't miss, as we know here at the Texas Toast Podcast. And then last but not least, our buddy Rio Tripiano finally put out his debut full-length record. So go check out the whole thing. The song that I'm going to talk about is called "Lay Me Down." It's one of the previously unreleased songs from the record, and it's one of the more, if not the most, country song on the album. And as you know, as we know with the songs we've already covered, it's a super experimental. It's genreless, it's boundaryless, and that's kind of
It
how
is
Rio
exactly.
approaches life.
Yes. But
But
it's
this,
just good listening.
yeah,
Good. And
and
his
it's
voice just.
a whole journey.
Yes.
But yeah, this one is a little more country. It's even kind of got like little Key West, like Margaritaville vibes to it. It's primarily about the lyrics, I think, as opposed to where some of these other songs are very instrumental and cool guitar work and looping and all kinds of cool stuff. So check this one out. It's kind of like a chill, laid back song, but as you said, like some of the other songs this week, it's very storytelling based. It kind of evolves from different perspectives throughout the song. So good stuff from Rio. Go check out that full self-titled album out today. And then we'll talk about friends at More Than Music Creations. If you head over to morethanmusiccreations.com, you can check out all kinds of cool stuff they got going on. Michael Kelton and his lovely wife, Michaela Kelton, started this company a couple years ago, and they're just doing it, for the love of the art, but also it benefits a good cause here in Austin, Texas. Kids in a New Groove is an awesome nonprofit that a portion of their proceeds go to with every single sale. We're doing some cool collab work with them that'll be on our website soon, but they've also got like handmade jewelry from all artists like Wilder Blue, Randy Rogers, Pat Green, Bree Bagwell, and many, many more. So head over there and check them out.
Always good stuff. So I guess that means look at the charts.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, looking at top 5 on CD Extraction Texas for this week. Number 5 is Turnpike Troubadours, Chip and Mill. Boom, went way up.
Crazy.
Aaron Watson's at number 4 with 7 Year Ache. Jake Bush is from 5 to 3 with Name on It. Mike Ryan's Loser is at number 2. And continuing at number 1 this week is Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen. We ain't the only ones.
Yeah.
You love Texas Regional Radio Report. Okay, number 5 is Aaron Watson's 7 Year Ache. Mike Ryan's Loser is at number 4. We Ain't the Only Ones, Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen at number 3. Bree is at number 2. Hello, Highway. Yeah, so happy. And then this is his 6th consecutive number 1. Jake Bush, Name on It, is number 1 on the Texas Regional Radio Report. Yes, that is awesome.
Real quick, going back to Bree, just to tease for you guys, but she's got a cool little companion piece coming out with Hello Highway in the next week or so. So keep an eye on her stuff. It's a real fun little project we worked on. So teaser.
Yeah, that's exciting. But yeah, so talking about Brie, it's like that is my go-to. Oh God, then I was texting you last night. Last night was McKinney and Hayes Carl night on my playlist, and then of course Brie, and it's like I know I play it all the time. You know that. That's my
Hmm.
go-to. But it's like she needs to look at her streaming, like that stuff you can look at, and if it's probably going to show Matagorda, Texas, and I probably look like a crazy woman down here just streaming Bree's
I need to
album
look
all the
into that.
time.
That'd be hilarious. I'm gonna find that number out and see what percentage of her streams you are.
Okay, yeah. If we show up down here at the end of the earth.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm sure
Texas
you do.
country music chart number 5 this week is Jake Bush's name on it. Aaron Watson and Jenna Paulette with 7 Year Aches at number 4. Cody Canada and The Departed went from 4 to 3 with Again.
Mm.
Mike Ryan went from 3 to 2 with Loser, and number 1 Randy Rogers and Wade Bowen, we ain't the only ones. So there's a
Yeah.
look at the top 5 on the charts. And of course, there's just so much stuff. And one thing I want to say too is that I'm seeing a progression now with some new names and
Hmm.
new artists. It's time to, I guess, going into fall. Won't be so busy with being outdoors for summer. Now's the time for me, especially, to start digging down some more of these rabbit holes and listening to some more music because I'm just seeing new stuff,
Yep.
stuff that it's like, whoa, I need to look at this. I need to
Hmm.
research this. So fun stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple honorables that I actually didn't see until it was too late to even consider for my picks, which is totally my bad. But I wanted to shout out Randall King just dropped a surprise song today to streaming. Scott Sean White, who we had on the podcast earlier this week, put out his brand new song, so go check that one out. And also Juliana Rankin, who is one of those kind of relatively new names, just dropped another new one to streaming today. So you got to go check all them out.
And David Adam Burns did too. I
Oh
saw
yeah,
that
I
this
saw that one
morning.
too. It's
Hmm.
crazy. It's
So
like
yeah, I got
always.
homework. Yeah,
Yeah,
homework.
lots of homework. I wanted to go back real quick. Jake Bush, we were talking about it yesterday, so I don't want to pretend like we didn't have this conversation already, but he put out this song called Kentucky Bluebird. And as you know, him and I have been working on some projects together with some of his releases. And I did one for this song, Kentucky Bluebird. And, Jake's songs just kind of have always hit real hard for me right off the bat. And this one was like a slow burn. It, for some reason, didn't grab me right away. But now it's like I find myself going back to that song 2, 3, 4 times a day just to listen. It's just gorgeous. He's got Lori Morgan on it, which is super cool, and it's just a beautiful song. So if you haven't heard that one from Jake, obviously he's got a number 1 right now, but that's his most recent streaming release, and it's an awesome song. So you got to go check that one out too.
Yeah. That is super awesome. So you got some music in your weekend.
Yeah,
Like
finally.
your
Yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah. Yep. It's been a while. My life's been crazy, but now it's settling down a little bit. So I'm gonna get to go play some music myself. I'm playing it's a free little event at Siphon Coffee in Houston this weekend. So I'll be playing some songs from like 5 to 6. So if you're in the Houston area and you want to catch some Kyle Garrett tunes before dinner, come on out. I think it's like it might like Montrose area or maybe Museum District or something. I'm not super familiar with that place, but free thing. So come out and hang out, say hi.
Yeah, do that. That'll be fun. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a fun weekend. It's gonna
Yeah.
be like kind of mini Sealy High School class reunion. No, it's my dear friend and her husband. We all grew up together, and I was their maid of honor in their wedding. And so now they have pretty much um moved on to some different things from their careers that they had after they
Hmm.
graduated college. And it's amazing how you haven't talked to somebody in like 20 years and they call you on the phone and it's like you talked to them yesterday.
Right.
So anyway, they have bought a bed and breakfast and opened it in Fayetteville. So going to Fayetteville for their 35th wedding anniversary, and a lot of us old timer Sealy kids, old people now, going to be in our
You
older
need partying
years.
like your
But
high schoolers though, huh?
well, sure, yeah, absolutely. So I'm
Sure.
just looking forward to that. A nice little road trip and take the back roads and um just kind of just chill and
Yep.
see people and try to remember. Okay, now who is that? It'll be interesting.
I'm sure you'll know everybody. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, so
Sounds like a
that's
great
fun stuff.
relaxing weekend. Okay. Well, anything else?
Nope.
We got Cynthia Roush coming up next week. That one's a whole lot of fun.
Hmm.
And then obviously check out Scott Sean White from earlier this week if you haven't. Also, feel free to dig way back into the catalog. There's, I think, 129 episodes prior to this coming one Well, that's just the Tuesday episodes. And obviously, tons and tons of Texas on Taps. If you're ever needing some new music and you don't know what to listen to, just go pick a random Texas on Tap episode from the last 3 years, and
Yes, that's
there
for
will be
sure.
6 for you to listen to.
Dude, lots of memories on there when you go back to the
Yeah,
old Texas on Taps, and that was making me think about going through the charts and talking about Aaron Watson's 7 Year Ache and that
hmm
whole project that he has coming out. I don't remember the date on that coming out. Is it November?
it's got to be soon. I'm not sure. And that also just
Yeah,
reminded me. Sorry.
he talked a lot about it, and it's really really cool what he's done. So I want to
Yeah,
go back and listen to that one too.
I was thinking about, well, so you said that and it reminded me, Brie and a bunch of other female artists have songs on that coming out with him. But also that reminded me, if you haven't checked it out, and I don't know how we forgot to talk about this, but Raglan just re-released a song with Sunny, featuring Sunny and Brie. So if you haven't checked that one out, you got to go check that out too. It's a super cool little collaborative project. So
Mhm.
all kinds of crazy shit going on. And
Okay,
it's our
yeah.
job to keep up with it.
Yes, it's fun
We love
stuff.
it.
So glad we
Yeah.
get to do that. Okay, well, I guess that wraps it up.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
All good. Cheers.
Cheers.